So, small recap. Last week, our intrepid band of adventurers, the Tram Fam, following Queen Magda.
Wait, what?
No, not really.
Lady,
Our intrepid band of adventurers pretended to continued their what's the word I'm thinking of? Their deception that they were all the hand-picked people to help Magda go and get a kill, the noble woman Magda, and they continued this deception as they headed into the woods, convincing their guide, Kippen, that they were indeed of the ilk of the normal rich people that he was used to dealing with. The party made their way deep into the woods where Kippen left them. Along the way, they thought they saw somebody following them, but it did not continue throughout the rest of the day. They found an elk, many elk actually, and a glorious white elk along with them, an albino white elk. After a brief stare down, Magda kicked things off by accidentally killing one of the elk. Later, she told me she didn't intend to kill it, but that nat 20 did the job, and the battle began. Olivia was thrown into a ravine and subsequently hurt pretty badly due to DM error, by the way. I skimmed the ability of the elk, not fully reading it. So because of that, we are not retconning the whole scene, but Olivia has all of her true hit points. She did not take any damage to her true hit points. Anyway, fearing for Olivia's life, Herd went over to heal her, and something happened to Caden. He grew wings and flew, and talked in a weird voice and smiled. And the battle finished out with the albino elk retreating, and the party sitting there as Caden went up and said he was so happy to meet Magda, and then returned to his normal self, his wingless self, I would say. And that is where we ended last time. So, with that, the floor is yours, guys.
You see Caden, this smile that's on his face, slowly start to fade. And he looks up directly at Magda. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
What just happened?
A lot.
Everything
Are you okay,
hurts.
Olivia?
Everything hurts. I don't think I'm like majorly injured. I think I just bruised my soul. Okay, why did you have wings?
What?
You were glowy wings flight, smiling, happy. It was weird.
You were singing, Clara, or something.
Yeah, and in Celestial, she's gonna look at Caden and say, "You could talk to me."
In common, Caden says, I know what you just said. I don't know why. And suddenly whips out his sword and turns around, looking over the bridge. What happened? Where is the elk?
It ran off.
Actually, it flew away, did it not? Did it not turn into... Am I remembering this wrong? The dream
No, you're not.
turned into-
That's what happened.
Okay, you guys all looked at me at the same time like, what?
It's because Caden didn't tell us, so we're acting. We're just so good at it.
Oh, you're just good. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Caden said something about that.
While you were flying, you saw it turn into a giant owl.
I don't...
You also said to tell yourself this.
What? Olivia, you're back. No, you're blood in your
Did I-
hands.
Did I die? Did you see me there? Is that what you said? I'm back. Did you bring me back to life?
I mean,
I-
you were just unconscious. I don't think you were dead.
She didn't actually die.
Oh.
I-
Okay.
I saw.
She did get
Okay.
badly hurt.
Calm down. Calm down. I think my therapist has told me about this before. It's called split personality disorder. Perhaps, maybe you should go see a therapist. I'm not qualified, but you can talk to me.
Magda, can you just tell me what just happened? I don't have any. I was standing here. I looked at Olivia. Olivia was. I saw someone else sitting there. I looked back at you because everything felt wrong, and then I'm looking at you and there's no elk. What just happened?
Well, you said something. You said, "This isn't right," and then you grew wings and you took flight.
Your eyes went
And
all yellow.
you look different, and we managed to wound the elk enough that it ran away. Evidently, you saw it turn into an owl.
I said
And
something?
Hmm?
I said something?
Yes, you said to tell yourself that you saw it turn into an owl. And then you landed here. Said it was nice to meet me. And then
Nice to meet you. You're the only person I know. I have this vague memory of looking down on everyone.
You were in the air, like in the sky.
Okay. I was standing here. I saw some other Olivia. I looked at you. I was confused. I mean, she wasn't supposed to be here? Sorry, I mean, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I'd been yet. I mean, no. Magda, it was like when I pulled back the curtains at the palace first thing in the morning. And it was like the light just streamed in. I couldn't see anything, but I could see everything. And now I don't know what I saw or what it was. It was blinding.
I can't really say that makes sense, but how are you feeling now other than confused? Tired? Hurt in any way?
You see him kind of like move his shoulders and put his sword back. I'm not hurt. In fact, until just a few moments ago, I was feeling fairly peaceful, calm somehow. It's like it was like there was sunlight, like you know those moments where you've been trying to remember something and it comes to you. And it's like I searched down every hallway and I searched in every bookshelf. How is it suddenly staring me in the face? I feel like I just saw something and I can't remember what it was. Like there was light that flooded everything and now it's gone. Are we safe? And he sees the dead elk. Are
we're okay. We just do you guys want to go after the elk or the bird?
Well, it turned into an owl. I doubt we'll be able to catch it right now.
You sure it was an owl? Well, I guess you're not sure. The Minotaur Kippen guy, he's got like a hawk pennant. He said he could make him go faster and transform or something better. So if it's a hawk, maybe it's him, but if it's an owl...
I don't think it was the Minotaur. We had someone else following us on the way up.
A Doc?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Question still stands. Should we go after it, or you want to sit for a bit, Caden?
We should probably rest. Give you a little bit of time to recover. Olivia.
Whatever you think is best.
Yeah.
And you too, Caden. Why don't you sit down and... Yeah.
Caden, give me an intelligence saving throw. That feeling of a panic, of not knowing, begins to recede. And you can still remember the whole I looked down, but you remember it not as if it was you. You remember it as if you're just watching a play. You know, it's still important. You know its value. You know its importance, but it's just becoming another memory, another file.
Alexis at the line. My
yes, you are alive. We did hear.
My mute didn't work. I tried it on. Oh, shut up. I'm sorry. This is a good scene. Continue acting.
But you guys.
I'll just turn red instead. It's fine.
I thought you said fireball automatically made it turn the light red.
Yeah, it does. Alexa, I cast fireball. It didn't understand. I'm sorry.
So, you guys take a short rest. So if anyone wants to take a short rest, go ahead and roll your hit dice. You can click short rest, and it'll ask you how many dice to roll, and etc.
I'm gonna use Arcane Recovery.
Okay.
Get some spells back.
Yeah, baby. Arcane Recovery. Gotta love it.
I can be full back up because I only cast 2.
Yeah. I think Zoe and Katie used Arcane Recovery 2 and are full back up.
Oh.
Short rest.
I don't have my
I
chronergy
see.
magic back though. That's
No.
all out.
Yeah. Your ability to change time.
Yeah. Which went horribly, so that's fine.
Oh yeah, that was 4 natural ones last week. I forgot that Olivia rolled. Well, didn't really roll 4 natural ones. She just rolled 3 because But yeah, because she didn't have advantage, so you didn't get the other one. But it was a weird 1-1-1. Yeah. So you guys take a short rest, and it is uninterrupted. After your short rest is over, you're feeling a little bit more spry. You guys have an hour. I'm assuming you don't sit there silently. So do you guys talk about your plans?
I want to do a thing.
Do a thing.
I'm going to look at Caden, say, "Can I have your permission to cast a spell on you?"
Sure. What is it?
I want to ritually cast Detect Magic and then make him stand in the center of my runes.
Okay.
I just wanna
Detect
see-
magic is anything within 30 feet of you.
No, this is for flavor.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Um,
Caden just kind of does what he's told. Wherever you gesture, he kind of walks.
Yeah, just like
I don't
ushering him in,
remember.
getting him right in the nice circle. Yeah, and I then want to say in Celestial, how are you feeling?
You sound pretty. That sounds really nice. I'm okay.
Okay.
That's language is beautiful.
Any magic when he understands Celestial?
No.
Is there any magic at all?
Surprisingly, no, I don't think he has any magic items on him outside of a potion of healing. But I don't think that
Oh.
would pop up as magic.
This would.
Earring.
Oh, yeah, the earring. The earring comes up as magic.
Okay.
There seems to be a little bit of magic in a tattoo that he has, but not enough to jump out.
Okay.
And he has it's actually kind of weird. He has something in his bag that is the reverse of detect magic. There's like this hole in your detect magic spell. It's not
Noted. She just kind of looks disappointed. Just, oh, well, that didn't work out the way I wanted to. I don't have a lot of resources out here to try and figure this out. Sorry.
like a lot of things aren't working out.
Oh, thanks for trying.
What language
Should
is
we-
that you're speaking?
Hayden
It's
speaking in common.
Celestial.
Celestial. Interesting.
Should we perhaps make a plan during this 1 hour of downtime?
All right,
No,
Kippen is probably going to come back for us eventually.
We do have her kill, so
Multiple.
Oh.
Do you think that he's going to come back for us, or that we'll have to wait? Kippen was
the
The
Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Minotaur. He said he would be back for us tomorrow. Tomorrow?
He said, "I'll
Tomorrow.
see you tomorrow," but
Yes.
he also said he'd be keeping an eye on you. So
Yeah. So.
The expert bird watcher. I think I got a 1 last time. Can I look for kippen birds?
sure, make
It's
make a
red-tailed hawk.
make a perception check for kippen birds.
Okay.
You don't see any kippen birds,
It's fair.
but you don't see any kippen birds this time.
I don't see that bird from his pendant. It's at least not around.
Well, I do think this is something to do with the druids rather than some mysterious force from beyond.
Yeah, probably not ghosts. They seemed really mad at us. So they probably just are killing people.
Yeah.
What do we want to do about that? We just have to figure out who did it and tell Zara? Yeah? Or do we
we
have to
need-
kill them? That seems like
It's a
lot.
bounty. Bring him in, dead or alive.
Okay. Very
We need
extreme.
With
some
evidence.
evidence. Yeah. We're gonna need some evidence though, guys. Like, all we have now is we went into the woods and almost got killed by a deer, elk, whatever. It's
What evidence? They died a while ago. Unless
Yeah.
we get a confession? That's not evidence. That's not enough.
Olivia's a watcher. That's enough.
yeah, that'd
Cool.
be enough.
Rad.
A confession to a police
Okay.
officer qualifies.
You know, you got that magic that makes people tell the truth.
I have magic that can make people forget what I said.
What?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You should
Everyone-
use it. Cast it on her.
Everyone remember
Using
that.
up a second level spell slot for that.
We may need to know that in the future. I think.
I can't ritually
Olivia
cast
pulls
it.
out some like paper from her bag and starts writing stuff down herself.
So, do we want to wait here for Kippen, or do we want to go and pursue this druid?
Do we want to take the elk carcass, or?
The elk carcass as... What do you mean, the elk carcass as evidence that we killed the
No.
druid?
No. Just
For having a help. Okay.
An elk herd.
Right. I sometimes
It's
forget
good
that I have
news,
never
not
eaten
elk.
elk. I'm excited about it.
I don't. Unless somebody's really good at tracking things down, how are we going to find one owl in this gigantic forest?
Well,
That's
surely
what I'm
there's
thinking.
something in my book here about tracking birds, right?
On page 1 or page 2? Like,
Pamphlet.
it's,
Well, it can't fly forever, so
It-
it has to land at some point, and it's not
There's
going to
a
go
lot
too
of
far.
forest.
True,
Yeah.
but we've got an objective. Are we going to turn around? Or, I mean, should we just wait here and wait to see if it comes for us?
I mean, I
Well-
think we can wait here and see if Kippen is going to come back and try and kill us. That might be evidence enough. Or we go find Elk Owl Man, Doc, and try and find evidence that he did it. Neither of those sound like great options, and it sounds like someone's going to try and kill us again no matter what. So really, down for whatever, because it's all bad.
I'd rather not just sit in the woods for hours until another murderer pops up. It's pretty uncomfortable out here.
I mean, I could do a signal to, like, see if I could get his attention.
So as you are nearing the end of your what's it called? Short rest. Yeah, you see a red-tailed hawk circling and coming in for a landing.
I know it. It's him.
As it lands, and then it turns into Kippen. And he just kind of looks around and, looks around. And Kippen is actually not large. He's supposed to be medium. Not sure why his token's large. Boop, there we go. All right, well, it looks like you got your kill. And an extra one.
We had a run-in with your white elk. Got caught in the foray.
Ah. But here you are alive, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly.
One of you's not alive?
Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and dress your kill.
Much
Get it
appreciated.
ready for travel. It'll take me about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then we can make a little bit of travel tonight. We can camp, and we'll head back to the village. Congratulations on surviving. Well done.
You seem thrilled. Shouldn't this be
I am. I'm very happy that you are
exciting for
alive.
you that your white elk has been defeated?
He just looks at you and turns and walks away.
Herd is going to open up his pamphlet and look for, anything on dressing a kill, because I'm super curious on like what sort of pants an elk would wear.
Oh my word! Oh my!
Like, would they wear it on the first two legs, or like on all four legs, or like on the back two, or would they go like half?
Oh my god.
All right,
We've broken
guys.
ODM. We broke him. Session accomplished.
Okay.
Whoa.
Give me an intelligence check. You need a tiefling seamstress for that.
You said intelligence check.
Give me an intelligence check. He pulls out some rope, strings the deer up on the elk up on a tree, As you're reading through, you realize that dressing is what it's called when you gut and bleed the elk.
Oh,
That's
120.
disappointing.
Yes, although you also figure out with a natural 20 which direction an elk would wear pants on. I don't know what the answer is, but you do.
It's on the back 2 legs. It doesn't go across all 4. Just
Okay.
clear that up.
Okay. He cuts it open, starts draining the blood, starts pulling out the intestines, basically getting it so it can be made to travel. He spreads the intestines out on the ground. Do you guys want like the liver and the heart?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Here, and he comes over and here's the liver. He goes to hand it to Clara. Yeah.
Don't you have to put it somewhere?
Well, you guys were super interested in killing things. This is part of it.
Certainly is. Seems like it'd be better off stored someplace safe, though.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. It'll hold for 1-2 days while we get back. But yeah, so he spends about an hour and a half. I don't know why my dog decides that this time, right now, is when we're gonna play. He doesn't decide that I sit in this chair 8 hours throughout the day. The rest of it he sleeps. But anyway, so he finishes that off. While he's doing that for an hour and a half, are you guys doing anything?
Holding a liver.
Well, he probably took it back.
Hopefully,
He does at some point.
I don't know what to do with the liver.
A giant elk liver. It probably weighs a good 20 pounds.
I guess kind of take everyone to the side far enough away that he can't hear. So do we just walk back with him and just hope that everything's fine? Continue the act or whatever?
I wonder what it would take to persuade him to allow us to stay a while. Although you don't really want to do that, do you, Olivia? It's hot and muggy out here.
My armor is bent and it's chafing and I don't like it and I'm so uncomfortable.
Personally, I think that problems are going to be solved either back at the village or on the way to the village, so...
That sounds good.
Alright.
Pat Caden on the shoulder.
Aiden's just kind of forlorn dog, just following Magda around right now.
We all stand around awkwardly until the guy's done, I think.
Just
All right.
whispering
He
motivational
calls
things
Herd
to
over.
Caden and
You look like a
Celestial.
strong fella. Here, take the other end of this, and they load up the elk, what remains, onto the carry thing. There's 2 of them, and he loads it up onto 2, separates the weight out of this massive elk. It is quite heavy. Give me an athletics check, Herd.
All right, coming up.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, you have a hard time picking it up. You're going to need help from somebody.
I've got a +5 to my modifier. Oh, man.
Olivia comes over.
I don't know who's stronger, Olivia or Clara.
Claire might be. I'm changing.
Need some
my
help
stat.
with this. I'm sorry.
It's
You can
gonna
change
be
them now if you want, Olivia.
Can
Just
I? Well,
reorganize them.
yeah, I actually probably
So
will.
just for those watching at home, up until level 5, I allow my players to reorganize where they put their stats, make changes to their classes and sub-race and stuff like that at any point, usually beforehand, but Olivia and I had a conversation beforehand. She just hasn't gotten around to it. Currently, she is a fighter with 11 strength. She shouldn't even be wearing her full plate armor. I need to give her disadvantage on all of her attacks because that's what happens when you're wearing full plate armor and you can't wear it.
No. Okay.
She is moving some stuff around to give her strength a bigger number than 11. So you have to have somebody help you. Who helps you?
I will. It's
Okay.
going to take me a bit to fix them, but
Yeah,
I'll just
sure.
roll.
So you and Olivia are able to pick up the other end of this thing.
I also
and-
got an 8. I did better before I switched stat.
Then it's even. I'm holding one side, you're holding the other, and it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
really balanced.
And
He
he's
holds the other
holding
end
back.
without any issue whatsoever. And then there's a smaller one that he asks the rest of you guys to carry. It doesn't weigh nearly as much, so I don't need to check. But it, Caden and Clara can carry it. The bulk of the elk is on this one. He says, I'll have to send somebody out to harvest that, 2 days from now. That's not going to be enough time. Well, I guess the wolves are feeding good tonight. Shall we go?
I could
Think
carry
five?
5 pounds of it.
Well,
Is
you're
it
carrying
red
it's on a long, like...
No. I could carry 5 pounds of it.
No, yeah, let's just go. Oh my goodness. How are you
Magic.
guys not dead? 500 pounds or 5 pounds?
5. I'm not that
You don't have
good.
Tensor's floating disc? No.
Not yet.
Okay. Cool. So he leads you. He starts heading down the path back. I'm assuming you all follow. He walks quietly. You guys stopping every half hour or so to take a break because you guys are carrying a lot of weight now. You walk until 6 or 7, 8 o'clock. The sun begins to set, and he leads you to a clearing, a grove of trees, where he says, "This is as good a place as any to camp. We'll build a fire, cook some of these elk steaks, and enjoy them. Have a nice dinner. No good berry tonight, and we'll take a break, and we'll keep going tomorrow. What do you say? Does that work for all of you guys?"
Sure.
All
Works
right.
for Lady
works.
Magda, then it works for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So he sets about building a campfire, setting it up to grill some steaks on it. And that's what he's doing while you guys set up camp. Unless anything special happens or you have something to talk about, the dinner is relatively quiet. Is that a yes, Magda? I saw your eyebrows go up.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
hoping you would pause and give us a chance to.
Yep. You can talk while you're walking, or you can talk while he's around you, so you don't have privacy. But he has but you can talk all you want.
No, I'll just, in the evening, pull Caden aside and just say, how are you feeling now that some time has passed?
Confused, but I'm steady. Heart rate's back to normal.
It's a good step.
I'm really sorry. I don't know where I was during that time. I didn't mean to leave.
Don't apologize. Doesn't seem to be your fault or anything. Your tattoos are back.
They're back?
When you
What do you-
started Wings, you didn't have them anymore.
I don't know what is going on. Do you think this is from the orb, the one we gave back to the rook?
Don't know.
Whatever gave us these powers?
I truly don't know.
Okay. Nothing's clearer. I will tell you this, Magda. For a moment, there was someone else holding their head sitting on that bridge. And I don't know, it was like it just, I don't know. It just
You
felt
know
like I could.
what they look like?
Red hair, Different face. Young. I mean, Olivia's young, but younger.
It looked like Olivia.
No. I don't know what it was, but that was what made me feel like something was not right. It was like watching, I don't know, a dream. And then everything just kind of, I want to say fade to black, but it was more like looking into the sun.
You looked younger too. 10 years and more. As old as you
Spell.
were when we met again, if not younger.
Like when you found me again. I don't know what any of it means. But
And the language you keep speaking with Clara.
she says I spoke it. I understand what she's saying, but I don't know how to speak it.
When you were flying, you answered her back in the same language. I don't mean to sound like I'm accusing you of anything. I'm just confused. As we all are.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cause that.
It is, you don't have to apologize. I'm sorry.
There was something vaguely warm and comforting in that haze. And I don't know what that means. Calming. It's funny how much panic it caused when I got back.
Yeah, well. Be careful. Just you weren't there for a minute, and I worry. Don't try too hard.
If I wasn't there, then who was there? And because I don't know that, just don't let me make any decisions, all right? Just...
All right.
I don't know what that was.
So, Olivia, how you feeling? Hopefully this elk will help heal you a little bit. I don't know. Maybe you just need some rest.
Yeah, I think it's mostly I'm just sore. I think part of my switching, the shadow, I think some of it I was able to dodge because of that. Something or other. I don't feel as hurt as I thought I was, so I think I'll be alright.
You took quite the tumble.
Yeah, hopefully I'll avoid that next time. Yeah.
Okay,
Did you
then.
notice that I think I just teleported. First time, like I was at the bottom of the ravine and then I was at the top of the ravine. I'm not sure how I did that.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, I think that one's new too. This has been a weird day.
Tell me about it. That guy over there? Screw wings?
Yeah.
What a freak.
Yeah, what a fucking weirdo.
Is your echo still out?
Yeah, she'll be out.
It's just been following you around.
Yep. I keep it like on me so that it kind of just moves with me. Probably like slightly after my handle moves, so it's like an echo.
An echo.
Wow.
It's just slightly
It's like-
disconcerting to look at.
Yeah.
Right.
Double vision almost.
Yeah. It's like I'll turn and it'll turn just a little bit slower. Just half a second.
That's hilarious.
We didn't hear any of the stuff that Meg and Caden were saying, or
No, they would have been talking quietly off to the side.
okay.
Unless they say otherwise.
I mean, they would have probably gone off some, but probably not like super far away or anything. So if you really wanted to try to eavesdrop,
Yeah.
Just mostly
Not
the
hiding.
part with the red hair, because that would kind of pique Olivia's interest a bit, but she wasn't over there, so if I wouldn't have been able to hear it, that's okay too.
The sun has begun to set.
Okay.
Just letting you know. And there is, a campfire right there. I don't have a campfire token. But where the center of that light is where the campfire is. And who is keeping their eyes peeled for danger?
With Kafka.
Clara? Olivia. All right. If Kafka is doing it by himself, just give me a perception check with Kafka, and Olivia, you can give me a perception check.
Ooh, wow.
Well, okay.
What do I want to do? Yeah, if he and I have the same perception, so I'll just tell him. Owl. Sorry, I gotta open my owl. 15.
That's better.
It takes a little while before you begin to notice. But the trees have been slowly filling up with crows. And suddenly, you realize that there is a large amount of crows just around your campsite. Just cawing away.
Olivia forgot to be on bird watch.
Claire's gonna lean over to Herd and Olivia, and like keeping her eye on the trees, and be like, "Do we want to confront Kippen or ask him what the hell is up?
I think so.
Because we could just ask.
Or how about
could
like,
just
hey,
ask.
are these normal around here at nighttime? Wait,
Yeah.
we
Hey,
were. we took-
Kippen. Just what?
What's going on?
Seems there's a lot of crows. It's unusual.
Yes.
Maybe there's a
Uh-huh.
storm coming or something.
A storm coming here. Because
Yeah.
they're just here.
Are they? They're nowhere else?
Going.
Have you looked?
Oh, I really want to do the thing, but I don't want to do it.
You can
Hey,
come talk to
Kippen.
us.
He looks up and around. It's kind of soothing, isn't it? Crows are really intelligent, very insightful into the hearts of people.
Yes.
tell me, Kippen. Caden says you have a great story of killing a bobcat. I wonder if you could retell it for me.
I'd prefer not to. I don't like recounting that particular one.
Could fill the time.
Well, you've got your kill. Did you get up close like you wanted, Caden?
I wasn't as close as I'd like.
It's unfortunate.
Kippen,
Yes.
I have a very direct question.
I may or may not answer it if I don't want to. Or I might.
That's fine. Have you been killing people out in the woods? And I'm doing an insight check as soon as to see how he reacts. And then I'm going to cast Gift of
Everybody,
Gab to make him
we're all
forget.
looking too.
You think you're casting what?
Is Kippen on here?
Kippen's not. I didn't drag him out.
So I'm asking him, have you been killing people out in the woods?
Still put him as that.
Yeah, so I'm like up there. I ask, have you been killing people out in the woods? I wait 5 seconds, and then I cast Gift of Gab. But I want to see his reaction.
Oh! Okay. Post Gift of Gab for me real quick.
Yep. Roll it. Cast.
We should have done guidance or something.
I get 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
Caden's also going to cast False Life.
Yes. Let's see. So he...
Oh, could Olivia cast Friends?
Well, let's deal with this first.
Okay, never mind. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I wait 5 seconds. I want to see how he responds to that question.
He looks at you and like coughs a second, like he's not expecting that question, and then he goes, "Well, I haven't."
Thank you. Click.
All right, it's a wisdom save.
And even on a successful save, they hear what I said, and he would hear "thank you" and the other thing, and he's confused, even if he succeeds.
Okay.
So this wipes the last
Sort
thing you
of.
said.
seconds.
I feel like this is I think a homebrew spell, but yeah, it's kind of weird that on a successful save they still don't know what happened, which is like
He
Right,
knows
you can
both
give him a save
things
at that
have been
point.
said, but
Right.
not really, like, if he like misheard, or there's a lot of crows cawing right now, so he could have misheard.
So 8. He fails his save.
Awesome.
Sorry, I should have made that public, but yes, he just kind of looks at you and
Can I do an insight check to see if he is lying?
Yeah, can I do that as well?
sure, I will give 2 insight checks or 1 with advantage. I think we'll
Somebody
go with 2. So
Two.
yep.
I'm
So
gonna use
Claire-
my inspiration.
Okay. 13,
I needed it.
19.
But Magda's better.
He is being very badly deceptive. He is trying to tell an untruth, not a lie, an untruth. But he is definitely part of what is going on. He may be the killer, but he didn't right out lie as much as he tried to deceive you with how he said things. And so you see right through it and can tell that he is, just not good at this.
Involved.
Yeah, with his 7 deception roll.
Okay. I am now gonna back away from him. I had to be within 5 feet to do that, so I am
Okay.
just, like taking some steps back.
He sits down with a steak and begins to. He serves each of you guys a steak. Rather, he goes, "I don't eat elk, but here it is, cooked correctly, medium rare." I saw Jackie flinch there. I know.
For my
I know
understanding,
how Jackie prefers her steak. For you, young one, I cooked it well done for you.
Yeah. Great. I'm not eating it.
Yeah. But no. He hands you all of the steaks. He goes, "I think I'm gonna retire for the evening. I've had maybe go and commune with the crows."
Don't go too far.
Yeah,
One-
one last question before you leave.
Yeah.
If you don't eat steak, then what do you eat?
I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, you just like graze in the grass
What?
and whatnot?
No,
Or-
just because I have a face.
So offensive.
What? That? How? He walks away.
What's that
I'm sending
offensive?
Kafka to
What's-
follow him.
Okay. He moves. He moves about 100 feet into the woods and starts making a campsite there for himself. Just pulling some leaves together to lay down on.
Are any crows following him?
Some of them are, but for the most part, they're around you. You guys,
Okay.
still in the trees.
I'm keeping Kafka in one of the trees, watching him if he's within 100 feet.
Sure, he is.
Okay.
Did you get anything from that, Clara?
He is certainly involved.
Yes, he certainly is. He's also a very bad liar.
Do you want me to bring him back?
I would say with how that is, it's almost. What was the question? The question was.
Have you been murdering people here in the woods?
I mean, if
Yeah.
we take into consideration the Bobcat story, that was a direct lie.
Yeah, well, to him it wasn't. He was telling the untruth, but you guys can correctly with a 19 and a 15 on a 13 on a 7. He has been killing things, but
I said people.
people. Yeah, he has been killing people, but the way he answered made it seem like he was trying to imply that it was somebody else and he was helping them, kind of thing, which he also sort of believed to be sort of true, but not really. So yeah, he has been. I don't want to red herring you on a really good roll. So he has been. He is one. He is the murderer. If there's more than one, then he's one of many. But if there's only one, then he's the one.
Okay.
Well, guys, I think if this guy's involved, then maybe we stress our.
The crows quiet down just a little bit.
I think that we maybe we try this again and we stress the whole thing about being really bad people to animals, and maybe we can convince him that we're worth a second shot at dying.
I think it might be worth trying to convince him to turn over his accomplice. Or take the
Or
fall.
that.
I don't want to just get one of them. I can't let. Well, as a watch member, we can't let somebody just continue killing people in the woods. Like, if we only get one of them, the other one will still be here.
Well, here's the thing. If we get one of them, we can probably dig up enough evidence to get the other.
Yeah. Alright.
Might be a two-step process, but...
So what do you want me to do? Go kill a bunny or something? Like...
Clara,
what-
give me a perception check for your owl.
Okay. I am still watching through his eyes, so I'm not hearing any of what they're talking about.
Okay, then give me a perception check for you in your owl's eyes.
Yes. Perception. 14.
You have the briefest warning before a swarm of crows. You see a swarm of crows just descending upon your owl.
Oh, I snap my fingers and make him go away.
Okay.
And then
We're gonna
like-
roll initiative, and if you are ahead, then it works.
Okay.
Okay. So roll initiative for your.
Can I roll
Your
it for an
owl.
owl?
Yeah, you have the token.
I do. Where is initiative for the owl?
It'd be just Dex.
Just plus dex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
just
just do Dex.
Surprisingly, Crow has a +3. So it's a 20
I have a +1.
+3.
But I got an 18. Ooh.
You snap him away.
Yeah, I snap him away and come back and I say, something's happening.
Grabs him.
Crow's
Nothing.
attacking.
Yeah, Crow's attacking your owl, not...
Yeah. Crow swarmed Kafka.
Well, guess we'd best get ready, huh?
I'm gonna cast resistance on myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
You had it from the morning. It's still there.
Oh, right, I did. I forgot.
I'm gonna
that.
cast Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
Olivia's echo is out already.
Yeah.
It just
I don't know
moves.
where it is. It should be out somewhere on the board.
It's on me.
Oh, it's standing on top of you. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys
Katie's gonna nod
get ready.
approval at all your prep.
Nothing happens. There's no surge of anything. The crows just sit there.
What happens if...
Give me an insight check, Clara.
Insight.
Oh,
Nope.
5.
Yeah. Don't know why they attacked you.
do you guys
Or
want me to,
attacked
like...
Kafka, rather. They haven't attacked you.
Do you guys want me to go into the woods? Maybe, like, act like I'm gonna go talk to the Gibbon? Or...
Well,
Probably
we don't
shouldn't
have
go
eyes on
alone.
him at the moment, so we
We-
should get eyes on him. I mean, I think we should.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go out there and go see what he's doing.
Yep.
As you say that, you guys probably waited, what, 30 seconds before as you saw nothing happen before you made that? Okay. The sky begins to grow darker over your heads, and you hear the crack of thunder, and it begins to rain gently. Are you guys heading in to follow him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go get some shelter from the rain in the trees.
What's your marching order?
I'll go last.
Well, Olivia's up in the front, if not in the front.
Okay.
I'll
Just
go
go ahead and
behind
line yourself
Olivia.
up here. You have the marching order right here, so.
Caden will follow behind Magda.
And I'll be behind Caden, in between Caden and Herd.
Oh.
Yeah, just line yourself
over
up.
here.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going in a straight line? Okay.
Oh, no.
No!
This is a
Set yourself up how you are.
Those are like, they're
Yeah.
5-foot squares. We're standing within the 5 feet area.
Right.
Yeah.
If this is how you're going, I just want you to, where's Kafka in this? Is he out or is he still in?
I made him disappear. I can.
Okay.
He's still in his extra dimensional
line
space.
up, Matt.
Not line up. I mean, put yourself in the order as if so on the next map I know exactly what you guys are doing. That's all.
Okay, Olivia's sending her
Up in a marching order and line up.
Yeah, you did.
So
But we're holding hands. We got a ribbon out.
Hi-ho.
Everyone's holding on.
Hi-ho. It's a hunt.
Oh
Oh my
my
god,
word.
somebody's holding my
A
hand.
tree falls, everybody dies. Okay, this is how everyone is going.
Olivia's sending her echo out in front of her, like the max, like 15 feet in front of her the whole time.
Okay. Okay, cool. So as you begin to head into the woods, a bolt of lightning just cracks out from the sky and strikes between Clara and Magda. I need a dexterity save from both of you. DC 14.
Ooh.
5.
Natural 20. And as it does so, the crows just like start clamoring really loud. And you guys, Magda, you take 12 points of damage. Clara, you take 20 points of lightning damage as this bolt of lightning just cracks into the ground.
I have no more fighting spirit. And
No,
that.
yeah,
Yeah?
Yeah.
that's right.
'Cause I only had 16.
Holy crap.
Olivia, if we're able to do things, Olivia.
Oh, that made me dead.
Yeah, you're able to do stuff. There's
Okay,
no
Olivia's-
initiative. if it's easier for you, I'll have you guys roll initiative.
Well, I just don't know
Yeah.
if we're like in the middle of a thing.
Sure,
'cause-
let's roll initiative. That'll make it easier for everyone to know where they are.
Okay.
Okay, why would it roll it as that and not as his name? I have him on there even though he's not there. Just in case he wants to do something as well.
Olivia won't be doing anything till the end.
Okay, so Clara, as this lightning just strikes you and just absolutely sears through you, down through you, what are you going to do?
I mean, I just got electrocuted. I think I'm gonna scream. What else do I want to do? I can't see anything, right? Like around us.
No. Well, I mean, you can see what you can see, but you don't see anybody. Lots of crows in the trees, but your dark vision only goes 30 feet, so no, you don't see.
Did the lightning bolt come straight down, or did it?
Came from the clouds and struck you.
I'm just gonna kind of duck over towards this tree and try and kind of get under it. Honestly, like pure panic. She just got electrocuted and is hurt.
Okay, sounds good.
Is there like, is it like there's clearly something that struck down from the clouds here? Is there any indication from the clouds that like that's where lightning, something magical, I guess is what I'm looking for, as opposed to
give me an Arcana check. With you and Magda's dark vision, no, not quite yet. 9. You don't know. I mean, a storm rolled in really, really quick. In the space of, it was cloudy, overcast, and then there's a storm in the space of, a couple seconds.
Fucking druids.
Maybe we should separate ourselves as to prevent further damage.
Magda, what are you doing?
I am taking a step away. Here-ish. No. Yeah, I think so. Back
Okay.
over towards the tree.
Anything
Keeping
else?
my eyes out for anything.
Give me a perception check. Because you have really long dark vision.
I do.
16.
This is the third natural 20 I have rolled. I know this one doesn't count, but just...
Get to feel good about those things.
Ah.
Let's see where they go. Where's my... Oh, they're up. I need to scroll up. Yeah. You see a little bit of shifting shadows. About now 90 feet away in the woods, but as soon as you see it, it moves behind a tree, and you don't have line of sight on it.
Mhm.
But you kind of...
Ghosts.
Dun dun.
You kind of know where it is. That was weird.
The druids are at your place.
Revenge for Clara.
Clearly. Okay, so anything else you're doing?
Nope.
Okay. That brings us to Herd.
Okay, I'm going to run up to Clara. Here, take this, and oh.
No, well, just Olivia looked like she was about to do something, but it's not her turn yet. But if you have a spell you're gonna cast, then just maybe don't use a spell slot, but do what you're gonna do.
Okay, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna put the cape on her and cast resistance on her because she looks hurt, and then I'm gonna move away.
What
Okay.
does resistance do?
If you have to make a dex save, you can add 1d4.
Fucking
Kaden.
need that.
Caden is going to call out to Magda, seeing her kind of like looking around, like, do you see anything? What are we doing?
That way. But it moved.
Caden will start
About 90 feet.
heading in that direction,
Okay.
whichever direction she pointed.
Okay.
I don't know on the map where that is, so...
It's just south.
Okay.
For the sake of this map, we're going to move you all to the top of the map, so we have room to move down. And I'll put him.
Again.
Yeah, I am firmly under a tree.
Okay, let's make you under that tree up there.
Okay.
And give us more room. We'll back Olivia up some. There you go. Right. Okay, so it'd be Kippin's turn if Kippin was involved in this in any way. So Olivia, what are you doing?
Yeah, she runs up to Clara and pulls a potion out of her bag and like open up.
Just
Yeah, no, probably grab your mouth, pours it in. And it's actually you feel real nice because it's actually a greater healing potion.
Ooh.
Uh,
How many dice is that?
I'll roll.
44.
Oh,
Yeah, Olivia, you can roll
players.
it.
It's 44 plus 4, right?
Yes. So why I'm saying that, chat, is I told Olivia, I said, I don't want you to have to burn all your hit points because I made a mistake. So have a greater healing potion because of my error. Intending for her to drink it for herself. Instead, she rolled hit dice and gave it to her
that's
sisters.
terrible. I rolled all 1s and a 3.
I don't have that much fighting spirit. You're
Curse
okay.
continues.
Karma.
I'm a wizard.
No, I was trying to see if it was
All right, at the top
You
of the
helped
round,
a lot.
I need a
10 hit
dexterity
points.
saving throw from Clara and Olivia.
I'm gonna add that D4
Sure.
because I need it. Saving
So
throw.
you got me to switch
Yep.
my dex score right before we did this, huh?
I need that D4.
Oh my god!
Plus 3. I have a 12.
Natural 1 for Olivia. Holy cow. DC 14. You guys take 12 points of damage. What the hell?
That undid everything.
As
I'm
you are
back
struck
to-
by lightning. A lightning round just cracks into the ground next between you two.
I'm down. I mean, down again. I'm dispirited
Right.
again.
Magda, you didn't see any movement when that happened.
Alright,
Do I get to go?
Clara, actually, it does at the top of the turn is Clara. I
Unless I got electrocuted and that did me.
yeah.
Honestly, she's in a panic. She's just gonna cast dancing lights as wide of a circle as possible.
Okay.
To try and get some. Unfortunately, my sheet is very much in the way. Dancing lights. You said you saw it south? Because Magda yelled south?
yeah.
Or to Hayden? Okay. Roll.
Yeah.
Did that do it?
Huh. Okay, so you click. So when you click, you cast dancing lights, and so you have 4 lights out.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Other than putting them in as wide of a circle as possible so that we can see something, did Kippin make a fire?
There was a fire in the center of this. Is it gone? You should be able to see it.
Yeah.
Fire.
Well,
It's the
it's the light in
Yeah.
the
we
center.
didn't have a
I didn't
fire.
have a token. Let me draw a fire for you. Let's see, where is the light? Where did I put the light? Right there.
I really don't have anything else. I can't do shit other than I want to hit the deck. Like, gonna crouch down on the ground. That's all I'm gonna do. Honestly, looking like I'm playing dead because I'm there.
Okay.
That's all. So
You
as
crouch
much
down on
light
the
as
ground?
possible in full range of dancing lights, and then crouch.
Okay. Magda.
Crying.
Okay, so seeing Clara put up all these lights and everything, I'm going to crouch down real low and do the opposite and cast darkness on myself.
Okay.
And then,
Darkness is a radius, right?
yep.
Oh shit.
And then
Yeah.
I'm going to move forward another 30 feet forward another 30 feet south.
Do we know you can do this?
No, Zaita doesn't know she can do this. She's just focusing real hard on
Okay.
disappearing. Thank you for moving that. I can't move that myself, evidently.
Yes, it's kind of weird. There's
Yeah.
no permissions for it yet. Okay, so you cast darkness on yourself. Very, very interesting. Magda. Very interesting. All right. Herd.
My turn
my
already.
Reddit post still stands. I think Zoe might be smarter than I am. Herd.
So, both my sisters, I'm trying to gauge which one of them looks worse. Not
Clara.
about,
Clara
you know,
looks
your...
worse.
Okay, I'm going to cast Healing Word
Okay.
on Clara using a spell scroll.
Okay. Good deal, spell scrolls. Really useful.
Yeah.
Until I get hit by lightning again. 3!
All right, you have fighting spirit now.
I do.
Just double checking that. Yep, it got subtracted. So, and then I'm going to book it into the darkness with an action.
All right. Caden.
Well, looking over and seeing Magda cast this spell and seeing this like shroud go up around her.
Yeah, you just see a faint haze. You can see through it without any
He's
issue.
the only one who can see me right now.
Well, that's what I was about to say, is that I see that there's this, I see her, and I see her running with this kind of shrouded haze around her, and Caden is going to run right for the edge of it, actually come right to the edge here in the darkness, and turns to Magda and says, "What did you see? How much farther to go?"
Another 60 feet. Don't know what it was. Flicker of movement.
Would have been just a little bit farther than that. I don't want you know how far it is. Let me give you a measurement.
Well, you said 90 feet before, and then I moved another 30.
Yeah. Let me fix where he's at then, in case I'm wrong. He's about 75, so I can move him. Put him over here. Get off of him.
Okay, over there. All right.
Yeah, I just moved him a little bit, so he'd be. Otherwise, I have no tree here, so I could put him within 60 feet, but then he's like standing out in the open.
Okay, sure. I was just heading directly south, so.
Yeah. Of course, he could move in stealth. You don't know. He was stealth before, so. That's your turn, Caden?
Yes. That. No. I'm gonna reach up and I'm gonna grab onto my earring here. I'm gonna look back at Magda, and I'm basically repeating things that she's taught me, and I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself as well.
Okay. How long does that spell last?
An hour.
An hour.
Okay. So you guys are golden. All right. Kippen is going to.
Mine's already gone down though because I did take that massive hit.
That took care of your Armor of Agathis?
It was 10 points, and I took 12 points of damage. So.
Armor of Agathis is 5 points for every level, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's second level spells now.
Oh, 5. I believe it's 5 points for every level of Warlock you are, not level of spell, isn't it? Or am I wrong? I could be wrong.
I'm gonna scroll back and look at the thing.
Yeah. While you're doing that, he's going
cast
to.
a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, so it is slot level, not.
Okay.
Unless there's like a specific warlock thing that I don't know about.
Nope. I just was misremembering. He is going to move, and you see him. Oh wait. You see him move. Well, he is trying to be stealthy. What's your passive perception?
Me?
Yeah, you and Caden. You're the only ones who have dark vision far enough.
11.
I have not looked for my passive perception before, and I'm looking for it.
What's your perception?
13.
Is your passive or your perception?
Oh, that is my passive. There it is. Passive
Okay.
perception 13.
So you catch Caden, you catch a glimpse of him as he begins to move up farther north.
Okay. I'm going to immediately point out and shout, over there, to the right.
He doesn't do anything, he's just running. Olivia.
Okay. Olivia is going to grab. She's gonna. Her bag's already. She already had opened her bag to grab the first healing potion, so she reaches back in, pulls out 2 more healing potions, pushes one into Clara's hand, and just looks at her, and then runs away, drinking a healing potion as she runs.
Okay.
And that's a lesser.
Okay,
Potion.
2d4 plus 2.
Yes. And she and her echo. The echo continues to stay 15 feet away from her the whole time. But they'll both move up 30 feet. One of them will be standing. The echo is standing over there, and she's standing in the darkness. And then when she's standing in the darkness, she's going to switch with her echo, so she's standing out in the light. But the real her ran into the darkness.
Okay. So, all right. So that brings us to Clara. Clara, it looks like you took a health potion.
I did.
That's 2d4 plus 2, so it'd be an
I just added the
additional
2 to that roll.
Okay. Mental math. Nice.
Yes, I can add 2. I can do that.
I had to do the it's too much.
I really don't have much that I can do here. Other than where am I? So he was running north? Is that what Caden yelled?
He pointed. You can't see Caden though. He's in a ball of
I can
darkness.
hear him.
He didn't say a
Yelled
direction.
off
He
to
just
the
said
right.
he's over.
He said
He's
off to
over
the
there.
To
right,
the right. Yeah.
and I knew he was south.
Well,
I just want to know, is that moving towards us or away from us?
you're not sure.
Great. Awesome. Super good.
Combat.
I'm just gonna hold a reaction then, because Claire can't do much.
Sure.
here.
What reaction are you holding?
As soon as he becomes at all visible, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile.
Okay. If he doesn't become visible, you lose the spell slot.
How many spell slots do I have? Oh, I still have all of them, because Dancing Lights was a cantrip. I'm good.
No.
I'll do that.
Okay. Magda.
Can I see him since Caden pointed him out?
Sure. He had a really bad stealth roll.
Alright. I'm throwing an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay. You throw an Eldritch Blast and you miss. As he's ducking behind a tree, he goes, "What are you doing?" He doesn't seem to be aggressing in any manner. He seems to be cowering behind a tree.
Why don't you come and
eliminate
talk
him?
to us?
Right, because you're throwing in some weird magic at me.
Are you the one causing the storm?
He yells back, "You wouldn't believe me if I told you." And yeah, that's the end of your turn.
Did her blast illuminate him?
No, it bounced off of a tree. You don't have, it's not. There's no light associated with your blast. It's weird. You can trace the blast, so you know where he's at roughly, but there's no like fireball light. Sorry.
Clara just set fire to the woods. It's fine.
Yeah.
I
We're supposed
can't
to
do
be-
that. I can't
Yeah.
do that.
You
In a
should.
thunderstorm. Heard. What are you doing?
Okay, this is probably going to have no mechanical effect whatsoever, but I'm going to take out my halberd, and I'm going to plant it into the ground, and I'm going to hide under it like it's a lightning rod.
You're so big.
Okay. Only Magda and Caden can see you doing this.
You can't see anything outside of the darkness either.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm completely blind right now.
Caden, what are you doing?
Before The distance here is... Why is it not like... There we go. 90 feet. Okay. Caden is going to go into a dead sprint straight for this guy out of the
Okay,
darkness.
as soon as you step out of the darkness, give me a dexterity saving throw, please. DC 14. You save,
Ooh.
so you take half of 19 points of damage, which is 9 points of damage. You take 9 points of lightning damage as you step out. You take a step, you get nailed with this lightning as you step out.
Okay. And as I get to this point, Caden is holding up, holding his bow knocked at Kippen, and he basically shouts out to him over the din of the crows and everything. You have one chance to come out here and explain what's happening, or we end you here tonight. You know that we are not who we've made ourselves out to be, and we know that you are not either. Come out and explain yourself, or you're going to be another creature that dies in the woods tonight, and the wolves will have yet another feast.
Intimidation or persuasion?
It's intimidation.
Okay.
Is the goal.
Roll me intimidation.
What the hell? I should have said my inspiration. I should have said it. I meant to.
Okay. That gets to his turn. He is going to turn and make his way 30 feet up here and put himself behind another tree, giving himself some cover. Olivia, that takes us to you.
Okay. She's going to swap with her echo. Look around.
Okay, now you... Right, yep.
Yeah, so it just goes where she is. I don't want to do the switch, but
sure.
She looks around. She doesn't see anything. No?
Let's see. Nope, doesn't see anything.
Okay. Kind of just yells out, where do I go? Okay.
He's over here.
Okay, so I don't see. You said I didn't see anything. I didn't see Caden either.
Yeah, you saw Caden.
Okay, then her and her echo will make their way that way. The echo continuing.
Okay.
15 feet behind.
Do that. At the end of your turn.
30. I'll go over here.
Okay.
And
Claire,
the echo will go.
let's see. Olivia, Claire, Caden. Those are the ones that are out. Caden, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Another one.
She's just gonna switch back.
So you take 11 points of lightning damage. As you take another crack of lightning across you. And then the storm fades away.
Okay.
And the crows quiet down. Clara, what are you doing?
I'm checking to see how far away something is.
I didn't use an action, so I could technically dash.
True.
I'm gonna run. I can't actually get in the darkness. I'm just gonna run into as close as I can get here. I can see the campfire, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Control Flame and make an image of a white elk appear. Just
Okay.
hanging out with us.
A red elk.
I just want it to be there.
A flaming elk.
I think I can change the color of the flame.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, I
Magda?
can cause simple shapes and I can change its color. So it's now White Flame and an elk.
Okay. Cool. That's dope. Magda.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry, Herd and Clara, I am running,
it's fine.
dashing 60 feet towards Kippen with my darkness that Matt has to move for me.
As you move,
At some point, I can actually make you a darkness object and attach it to you. I just have to
Okay.
remember to do that.
as the darkness comes out or moves with you, Clara, you see Herd in the fetal position with a halberd sticking up
I say
out of the
nothing.
ground.
Why did I? Oh,
Nod.
I look to you and go, like, this is between me and you.
Oh yeah, my back is up against a tree. I'm like sitting on the ground. It's fine. Holding hands out to cast the thing spell.
as I run, I'm gonna say, listen closely, Kippen. We have evidence to prove you killed the woman. If you don't come out here and explain yourself, explain the elk, and how you're related to this, who you are, you're a bad liar, and we know it. Come out now, or you'll end up just as dead as the elk we killed yesterday.
Damn, the girl. What are you trying to do?
Persuasion.
Okay, give me a persuasion roll.
Oh,
There we go. I have it stuck to you now.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. You said your piece. Heard.
Okay, I'm gonna run up, and I guess I'm gonna dash up more. Okay, so right here, and then I'm gonna say, with a free action, I'm gonna say, yeah, what she said. And that's my
Okay.
turn.
Caden.
What is his current distance to me? Is 40 odd feet. Can I? Okay, I'm gonna run forward 30 feet. Oops, wrong button.
I misspoke. The storm didn't disappear. It just lessened of like a ton. There's still raining and it's still small lightning, small thunder.
30 feet. Can I see him at all?
Oh yeah. He's on his way out. He is not loving what's going on here.
Can I check? Can I see if Magda's words had any reaction to him before
Sure, you
I
can take your
choose
action
to?
and give me an insight check. Or you can just give me an insight check. I don't generally like those to take a whole action.
Well,
Can't really tell.
okay.
He looks very scared.
As-
Almost animalistic.
Okay. As he looks scared, I'm going to, Caden is getting angrier, and I see him come out, and I can't tell what he's thinking, and I'm just like, "Get out here!" And I shout at him, and I cast Lightning Lure. I need I'll put it up, but I need a DC 14 Strength check from him.
Okay. Let's see.
is that max
Yeah.
damage?
Wow, that's nasty. 1 second, I gotta check something real quick. The sheet
You see
didn't set up
Caden
right.
kind of like, just like the storm and everything. This electricity starts to like bunch up in his hand as he like reaches get over here, points right at him, and the lightning just kind of jumps out from him towards the Minotaur.
From all the times you've been hit with lightning in these last couple, you have a nice little charge up. What is the saving throws that a druid gets? Wisdom and what's the second one? It's not strength, is it? No, it's con. No. Intelligence. Okay, just wanted to make sure. This sheet's not set up right. Okay. He's gonna roll his strength. 21.
Damn.
So you reach out. Does the lightning do any damage? Is this
It does. Yeah, it does. No, it does not. It does. He
Then
doesn't
take,
do any
okay.
damage. No.
So you reach out and you strike him with lightning, but it just doesn't seem to. He's holding onto a tree or grounded or something. It channels.
He's grounded well. Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Let me give him a wisdom roll. He is terrified. And so he yells back to Magda. You say come out and then you attack me. I'll see you later this evening.
Here, and we'll stop attacking you.
I'm really...
If you run away, we attack you more. And we have the range, and you know.
Oh, boy.
We've taken down bigger prey than you tonight.
You step on out here, Pippin. No harm will come to you if you listen to us. We just want answers.
He says, listen, that's all?
Mm-hmm.
I can listen, and he turns into a hawk and flies up onto a branch and sits there.
Okay, I'm keeping close eye on him.
Okay. He's just sitting there.
Shit, I misunderstood what you said. Player brain just caught up.
That's all right. DM's been making mistakes left and right tonight, so...
Are we still in combat?
We will say we're not, and actually this is a great time to take a break. Give you a chance to think for a second. So, I'm going to get some of my fresh ice cream. Oh my goodness, Olivia. You have a bird up in a tree. 30 feet above you. Magda can see it. Caden can see it. Everybody else is having trouble seeing it, but they sort of can. Except for Claire. Claire's hiding under a tree.
Now that it's stopped, I'm definitely going up to the fire.
Do you still
It's
have
raining.
Your,
there's
orbs up?
Yeah, I have dancing lights up.
Sure,
I would
you
move
can move them around. So now it's in full light up there. As it's raining, it's still raining, and there is still a thunderstorm, which is something that Olivia, I don't think you've ever experienced a thunderstorm, or Magda and Caden, it's been a long time since you've experienced a thunderstorm. In the city, it just drizzles when it needs to rain. But out here in the wild, it occasionally storms.
Because weather is controlled.
Right.
Everywhere?
It is controlled everywhere, but Clara would know that they found that if you force the weather to be, never have storms, then it creates these violent outbursts of storms at unexpected times. And so they allow the storms to happen out in the countryside and just control the weather over the city.
I would insight check if that's what happened, because I don't think that's what happened.
You can give an Arcana check. But that brings us to Magda. Magda, you have control of the conversation.
All right, I am stepping up, so I am... Yeah. He still can't see me, but I can still see him. He's not in the darkness.
Correct.
And I'm... How many feet from him? Yeah, that's close enough.
Well, he's 30 feet in the air, so...
I'll step a little closer then. Because I can. So, Kippin, I'm going to ask you questions, and you're going to nod your head, yes or no.
Shakes his head no.
This doesn't count as listening to me, Kippin. I will take you down from that tree if you don't do what I say.
He just doesn't move.
I'm giving you the opportunity to do it as you like up there, but I can drag you down and make it so you can't move, and then ask you questions. Or we could just do away with this whole thing, and as I said, we have evidence to convict you already, and our orders are to bring our murderer back dead or alive. I could choose the dead option. Doesn't really matter to me.
Ruffles his feathers.
whisper.
You haven't
to
asked him any
Magda.
questions, so.
I'm waiting for him to he shook his head no, he hasn't acknowledged that he's gonna do it. I need you to nod your head if you're going to agree.
He nods his head.
Thank you. So, Doc is the elk? The white elk?
What was the question? Sorry.
He turns back into a minotaur. What was the question? Sorry. Back.
He just ruffles his feathers.
Yeah. Sorry.
The elf Doc. He's the elk? The white elk?
Shakes his head no.
Is the white elk another one of your druid friends?
Shakes his head no.
See, I know you know the white elk because you are a very bad liar. So, you're gonna have to start telling the truth at some point, or we will get tired of this.
That's not a question, so he doesn't do
No,
it.
but I just want him to know it.
Yep.
So, do you know the white elk?
Shakes his head yes.
There we go.
Nods his head yes, actually.
Let's see. Sorry, this is me, the player, going.
Yep.
You killed the wife? The woman who came in here?
Shakes his head no.
Okay. Appreciate it if you
He
didn't lie,
give me an insight check on a bird.
but- Yeah. Oh,
It's a bird.
it's a bird. Fair
His
enough.
expressions is hawkish. He's being
Yeah.
all hawkish. He flies up a couple feet. And
Don't
he's
move.
being very careful not to like look like he's trying to get away. But he flies up to a sturdy branch another 20 feet up and turns back into Kippen.
Move again and I will shoot you down from the tree. Is that clear?
I understand what you're saying.
All right. So, let's try
Caroline
again.
Caroline killed the mother.
Is that a lie?
You mean insight check?
Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Can I join on that, being like right here underneath of him, looking up as well?
Sure. You're the only two people who can see him, so.
I would like to cast guidance on Magda.
Thank
Obviously
you.
not for that role, but you
Okay,
know.
that's fine. This is a great time for guidance. Can't tell if he's lying or not.
Okay.
So Caroline is the local legend you've made up around the white elk. I know she existed, but I'm talking about the white elk that's killing people now.
That's Caroline.
Yes, exactly. How many people are involved in making Caroline exist?
I don't understand your question.
You killed the woman, so clearly you're
No,
involved.
Caroline did.
And Caroline, the creature we know doesn't exist. It's actually people here who are killing other people. Unless you want to just explain all of it to me, I am open to that. But you'll have to be very honest.
Give me a perception check. Or not you two, because you two are very focused on this particular task. Whoever's watching the surrounding area, give me a perception check.
Someone else.
Aiden's also going to whisper to Magda while that's happening
20.
and just say, if you want me to move up closer in the darkness, let me know.
I got a
I'll
20.
motion for him to go ahead.
I can't roll. I don't know how to roll.
You hear... You hear from the darkness. Leave him alone.
Do I know what direction it
you
came
have
from?
answers instead? I'm
Which
just saying that
direction?
finally.
But he doesn't say that. But you and Caden don't actually hear it.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
It's Clara that picks
Apologies.
up. It's not a yell, leave him alone. I just said it loud enough for my mic to pick up. Clara just hears from the darkness, leave him alone.
Do I know what direction it came from?
It came from the north.
I'm gonna turn that way. And I'm not gonna shout, because I don't want to distract them. And say why he tried to kill us.
You just murmur that.
I say that, but they're far enough away that like they might hear me saying something. But
Okay. You hear a reply. He doesn't know what he's doing. She doesn't know what she's doing.
did you do something to Caroline?
Just let her go, and I'll explain everything.
Come out first.
So that's happening over there, Magda.
What did I just ask him?
If he wants to explain everything.
Yeah, right.
He gets a really confused look on his face. He goes, I don't want to answer questions anymore.
Well, and unfortunately, you don't really have a choice. Because if you don't answer questions and explain how you are not involved in this, or how we can catch the true culprit, we're going to take you in as the culprit. Again, dead or alive.
His eyes look left and right. He goes, You have to be able to catch me first.
Oh, I was waiting for this. I am going to cast something on him. As soon as he says that.
How far away is he?
He is now 50 feet in the air.
No, you said he just moved up a few feet.
I said he moved 20 feet up.
No, you said a few feet.
I said he moved 5 feet in a way to, but the branch that can hold him was 20 feet up. I said that.
No, you said he moved a few feet up. If he moved more than a few feet up, I would have done something to him.
Okay, what would you have done to him?
I would have cast Thorn Whip on him.
Ooh.
On brand. On brand.
30 feet. Okay. I'll say, he wasn't trying to get farther away. He was just trying to get a branch that would hold his weight versus the hawk's weight.
This still doesn't, like, it still doesn't...
No, hear me out. So I'll say that instead of moving up, he moved around the tree some to a better position.
Okay.
So he's still within 30 feet.
Okay. So as he tries to run away, I am going to Thorn Whip him.
He hasn't tried to run away. He just said that as a statement of fact.
Oh, so he's not, like, looking like he's about to run away? I thought he was going to...
He's doing that whole, like, thinking thing where people, like, look left and right while they're trying to think of the proper response.
Right, okay.
Give me an insight check with advantage.
Okay.
There's something off about him now that you're in this situation. You have guidance.
Oh, okay. Why did you... Okay.
17. So, as you're looking at him, there's something weird. It's almost as if everything that you had seen up to this point was the normal. And now that he's outside of the normal, he's having trouble figuring out the proper responses.
Okay. Can you clarify what the normal means? Or, like, what is...
The walking down the road, the talking in the tavern, he was making regular conversations, saying things, but that was the thing that he did regularly. This was the normal. And now that he is up in a tree by himself, being almost like he's having trouble, like he's sluggishly thinking through things.
Okay. Well, now that he has said he's thinking about running away, I'm going to hold Thorn Whip
Okay.
for any sign of movement, and I'll say, I would love to see you try.
Oh, okay.
How high would darkness? How high vertically would darkness go?
It depends on how she cast it. It's a 20-foot bubble.
Oh, okay. Then it's on my person, so like probably another 10 feet above my head height.
Yeah.
I think Caden
Okay.
would try to stealthily start getting up the tree if he can, while he stays in darkness.
Sure. Meanwhile, we're going to pause and go over to Clara. Olivia, you hear Clara talking, whispering off into the darkness.
Yeah, she
Low
switched. When she first heard Claire start talking, she switched, so she was closer.
Okay.
And so now she's halfway between her echo and Clara. And looks to her. Do you need something? Everything okay?
Hold on. I think the last thing I said to it was, come out and we'll leave him alone.
Right.
Yeah.
Leave him alone, and I'll come out and explain everything.
Promise?
Yes.
Your word?
My word.
Okay, she's gonna turn over her shoulder, and she can't see what they're doing, but
Right.
yell, stop, please, and come here. Bring Kippen. We're not gonna hurt you, Kippen. Come here.
Why?
You have a friend.
You hear that?
There's
Kippen?
someone who would like to talk to us.
He gets a little bit of a scared look on his face. And he goes, No.
Well, I think you'll have to tell your friend Clara that Kippen isn't coming down from this tree, so
No.
I won't touch him if he comes out, but
Let's go to him. She's saying into the darkness, like, let's go to him. We won't hurt him.
You hear a sigh from the tree. And then a louder voice speaks up. Kippen! Doc?
thought so.
They said they won't hurt you. They lied. They said that before, and then they lightning me.
You lightning me!
Kippen, come on down. We'll fix this.
I'll take a step back, just one, to make it a little clearer path through the darkness for him to get down.
Okay.
Kippen, you want to come down here, buddy? I've got some rations. You want some rations, Kippen?
Do we need to call
He
the
starts-
fire department?
He starts to climb. Give me a persuasion roll, Herd. I'll give you advantage because of Magda backing up.
Oh man, I was hoping to use my inspiration, but I can't now. Persuasion?
Technically,
Well,
cows can't go downstairs. So
yeah.
how can they climb down a tree?
He turns back into a bird and flies down, heading and landing over. Oops. No. Why won't you pick him up? Heading and landing over here.
Okay.
And he
Can I
stays in bird form. He actually is a giant owl now.
Can I now see him?
Oh,
Sorry.
Yes,
I'll
you can now see him.
Okay.
Can I see this new person?
A person steps out of the frickin'. You know how I said I had everything and I kept going over and over to make sure I had everything? I didn't have everything. I was missing a token. So yes, a person steps out of the woods. And I'm going to pull up a basic, run-of-the-mill druid from the Monsters Manual. This is not the person, but it is the person now. And they step out of the woods, and they step up, and Kippen sort of, stops above their head, and they stand there. And they just kind of look at you, and Doc says, you wouldn't mind dropping your darkness, would you? It's a little hard to see who we're talking to when you got the big ball of blackness. I mean, I could drop it for you, but I'm being polite.
Gonna shoot lightning at me?
No, don't intend to.
Is that a lie?
Give me an insight check. Is that a lie? Can't tell. Looks like he's telling the truth.
All right, I'll drop it.
Okay. He says something up to Kippen in a language you don't understand. Then
sorry.
Then he turns to you and says, "Well, I'm a man of my word. I said I would tell you what's up and what's what."
How you feeling after that fight?
I feel fine.
I don't.
He doesn't seem to care.
Continue.
Where to start? So Kippen was telling you the truth. In a way.
Better explain that way.
You know the story of Caroline?
I've heard it.
Well, hypothetically speaking, mistakes might have been made.
Sounds like
He
a lot
looks
of
up and
mistakes have been made.
he looks up and says something in Druidic, a very short, brief phrase. When Caroline was killed, I have a friend, an uncle, who used to be a powerful druid, though his magic has waned. He had a scroll of reincarnation. And I brought him Kippen, and he said it wasn't wise. I brought him Caroline. He said it wasn't wise, but I convinced him to do it anyway. And I thought Caroline would just come back as another animal, but she came back as a minotaur. Druidic one. Powerful druid at that. So we took time to teach her how to talk. And she came back as a he as well. And so yeah. So Kippen's not Caroline. But Caroline is Kippen.
And she's been killing people.
Not bad people.
Doesn't matter, unfortunately.
Or not good people, rather. They're bad people.
That's why we're alive.
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Still people.
Well, I can't let you take him. He's my only friend.
You could go with them. We'll put you both in jail. Put in a special word to make sure you get stuck together.
No. That rich person was connected. There ain't no minds for the likes of him. Her.
Do you still have Caroline's old body?
No, reincarnation uses up the old body.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Look at that spot of grass.
Yeah.
Whoa!
What's that?
Well, here's our problem. You drew the wrong kind of attention. And
You
we
have
need
to pay for the crimes you've committed. Sorry.
to bring someone in for this.
Take the elk in.
Take the elk. The normal elk.
Sure, make something up.
Are you gonna stop killing?
I haven't been killing anybody.
Are you gonna
I'm
make
talking
Kippen
about
stop?
Caroline.
Yeah.
Well, her mind's a little twisted. She sees people going out and killing elk, hurting the forest.
Why?
Can I make a
Well-
radical suggestion? Leave. Don't
Yeah.
be here. So that
We're
you
on the
can't
same-
watch elk die.
Exactly. We're actually on the same page, and this isn't a normal thing. Why is
This
she
is
a
very
guide?
shocking.
Yes. If I didn't like arresting people, I wouldn't be a washer.
I love that.
I'll
Leave our woods? Where are we gonna go exactly?
To other woods.
Where? The woods are. This is the largest woods that there is inside of Nuri.
Well,
You do
it sounds
realize
like-
that if you don't agree with any other options we present, we are going to kill you.
Well, I haven't killed anybody.
You're an accomplice.
No. You have no.
Oh, are you the one who's going to be reporting to the watch what happened with your dead bodies?
Hmm.
Savage.
Doesn't seem like you'd be able to talk very much. Defend your case.
You make a compelling point.
Olivia's just really slowly getting some stuff out of her bag.
Okay.
That's all.
He looks up at Kippen. Yeah. You wouldn't happen to know which way to town, would you?
Is he asking us, or
Yeah.
Aren't you the
find our way?
No. Don't start this. We are offering you an out.
He says a word in Druidic.
I do believe that you have seen enough of our ability to know that getting back to town is not going to be an issue.
We have plans.
You also have scouting ability.
Oh God.
All right, I'm going to give you a persuasion roll on this conversation. You are
Me
trying
or
to.
anyone
Yeah,
else?
you're the one who's been doing most of the talking.
If
Um,
Olivia's preparing a hold person, if somebody
On
looks
who?
like they're about to bolt, if whoever looks like they're about to bolt, she's going to cast it on them.
Okay. The DC is very high. You are trying to convince somebody who thinks they're completely in the right and slightly insane to do the right thing. So the DC is 25,
Okay, I will use my inspiration.
naturally. So go ahead and roll me a persuasion roll. Surprisingly, this is probably well within reach for you.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it is well within reach,
it is
but
well within reach, however.
yeah.
Oh,
This is fair.
So, as they say this, Kippen takes flight and bolts into the woods.
Magic missile.
Lightning
Is
lure.
it so,
Can
is
I?
it so fast that we can't react, or
I have 120 feet on magic
Well,
missile.
that's what initiative's for. Let's see.
I was holding.
Yes, you were. So I will let you try to do a hold person on him
Okay.
as a bird. He's a
Yep.
bird at the moment, but yeah, sure.
He's
A
a
whole
person
person.
first. Like
Yeah.
you said he changes from the bottom down, so I'd probably see him start to change and like. bleh.
No, he had flown down as a bird.
Yeah.
He's still a giant owl. But I'll say, at his core, he's still a human. So I'll allow this one time. Mostly so you understand something.
Thank you.
No problem. As you cast Hold Person, doesn't seem to do anything.
Well, dang.
Are we-
Claire, give me an Arcana check.
Cool.
There is a spell at work here. You see it as the Hold Person goes to apply. You see that he just slips out of it, just like it's water.
Honestly, like I would attack at this point.
Yeah, let's roll initiative.
Fuck.
How high up in the air is he? As a bird?
He's not very high. He's 15 feet in the air.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Can I? Oh, I'm a little too far away. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I
Never
had
mind.
an awful idea. Because I need to go 30 feet, but I'm assuming I can't get up to him if I went 30 feet from where I am.
He's 15 feet in the air. You're close enough. You can go forward. We don't use Pythagorean's theorem here. It's actually,
Can I Misty Step and grab him?
He's a giant owl. He can carry you, but yes.
Sure, but I'm gonna weigh him down and stop him a little bit.
Sure.
I thought he was a hawk.
No, he's a giant owl this time.
Yeah,
I said giant owl.
he did.
So many
Yeah.
birds. I'm with Olivia for punching birds.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm still doing it.
Okay. This is this giant owl form.
That's fine.
And there's a way to polymorph. I have to remember how to do that. Tools?
Ooh.
No. Polymorpher. There we go. Oh, that's not polymorpher. Yeah, it is polymorpher. Okay, so you...
I just want to grab him.
Yeah. Well, you first in the initiative order? No, you're not. Olivia's. Olivia, Caden,
Oh, I didn't
Kurd,
know.
Mag. There you go. Begin combat. Olivia, what would you like to do?
Seeing that not work on him, she's going to use. It also has Dispel Magic, so she's going to cast Dispel Magic through the wand at Kippen.
Okay. All right, you cast Dispel Magic at 3rd level. Roll me that one's intelligence based. So roll me an intelligence roll to see whether or not you can beat a DC 14.
I just changed my intelligence. It was so good before.
It was.
Oh,
I'm not so smart
Oh,
anymore.
my
You cast Dispel Magic, and it does not dispel the magic on him, as it is a 4th level spell.
He's got some kind of magic on him. I tried to get it off, but I can't.
Yeah.
Do something. That's it.
Okay.
Oh,
So
actually, if he moves away, I can get opportunity attacks with my shadow.
okay, sounds good. So that brings us to Caden.
Caden whips his head around and looks at Magda and says, "Go,"
Go.
and runs forward just enough. Lightning lure again. Going to try it on the owl. So it's a DC 14 strength check in his owl form.
Yep.
I will link the
DC 14 strength.
spell.
So here you go. This is a saving throw or ability checks.
saving throw. Strength saving throw.
16. Sorry, let me turn my rolls off of private, since I don't need to hide anything anymore. 16.
Okay. Bonus action is going to as he looks up, he's like, "I am going to kill that thing, and I'm going to cast Hexblade's Curse on it," which is not
Okay.
something he has ever done or knows how to do necessarily, but it is now cursed with Hexblade's Curse.
All right, Clara.
I do that thing.
Magic missile.
No, my
Oh
stupid
no! Oh, you
idea.
misty step. Oh, got it.
I misty stepped to him, and I just
Yeah.
want to
Give me an athletics check.
I'm not good at that. But it's fine. Where's athletics?
Woohoo!
Oh my god!
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that your nat 20 is a 19.
Misty steps, and you are
I have a
now
-1.
clinging to his neck for dear life. He is not contesting this because he's a giant owl and can fly with you just fine. But
I'm gonna punch him in the eye.
you see he turns his head 180 degrees to look at you on the back of his neck. You,
Misty Step's a bonus action. So
yeah, so you punch him in the eye.
I'm punching him in the eye.
Give me 1d20 plus strength.
Can I just? Okay. So
So it'd be just your
1d20?
strength roll. Just your strength. Just click
Just a
strength.
roll. Yeah, I was like, I don't know how to do unarmed attacks.
Yeah,
not my strong
it's the strength. 1d20 plus
Whoa.
7. That hits.
Whoa.
I'm fucking pissed.
Bam! So roll me. What's your strength modifier? -1.
-1.
Roll me a 1d4 -1. And while that's going on,
What? Olivia's like,
you do
fuck
1
yeah!
point of damage to him.
I'm just trying to distract him so that he can't really fly away easily. I'm not actually trying to kill him. I'm just like, I'm
All right.
distracting. so-
This druid is going to run 30 feet this way and take the dodge action. Doesn't seem to be part of this fight. Heard.
All right, so hear me out here. And I completely understand if this won't work.
Sure.
I'm gonna move up here.
Love it when you start turns like this.
And okay, so I'm 7 feet tall.
Yep.
I've got a 6 foot vertical jump. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever it is.
You're
And
trying
then
to hit, and the answer is yes.
I'm trying to grab onto him. I've got these long arms as a bugbear.
Be an athletics check.
So good at hugs.
I would
So
like to
good.
roll this at advantage with my inspiration.
You may.
It's coming
This
from
one
a place
will
of
be
love.
contested. He
hug.
does not
What?
want you on him.
Okay.
16 for me. 18.
18.
You have grabbed him and grappled him. From your position, Clara, you can't tell that this is the case, but he doesn't feel like he's going anywhere, and it's probably you.
I'm helping.
Okay, that was your action. Anything else?
Nope, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Kippen. Kippen is going to use freedom of movement and spend 5 feet of his movement to automatically escape from any grapple. And it also helps him make it so hold person doesn't work on him.
What opportunity attack?
Opportunity attacks do work. Okay. So he spends 5 feet of his movement and begins to take off. He has 60 feet of fly. So before he does, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Oh shit!
Can I as well?
Would I as
Oh,
well?
whatever. Yep.
Oh,
An
and Clara.
opportunity attack From
Can I?
no, he didn't escape from your grapple. He doesn't. He
Oh,
just
do I get-
escaped from the other one.
Okay, so I'm just on him. I don't
Yeah,
get
you're a
an
tiny little
opportunity
thing. No, he hasn't flown away from
Fine.
you. Olivia, that hits. He takes 8 points of damage. Caden, that does not hit. And Herd, do you have yours?
Okay, coming up.
12. That also hits for 9 points of damage. He is hanging on by a feather. And looks like he actually is going to use flyby. And so he's going to fly away. As he does, he's going to do a talon attack on Herd. 9.
Nope.
So he just fly by and flies all the way over here and lands on the ground. And uses his bonus action to turn into a giant elk. With Clara still on his back.
Okay, I'm not riding it out.
Now you're riding a giant elk.
I can imagine her face right
We
now,
need
just scared, confused.
But strangely
Holding
proud
on
of
to the
herself.
horns.
Yeah.
As Caroline appears. It's not right. That should be this. So that's his turn. He had 3 hit points left as an owl, guys. That brings us to Magda.
Well, guess we're doing this the hard way.
It's always gonna be the hard way.
Oh,
Holy
Oh.
shit!
Oh,
crit!
not
Oh,
one.
what is? You're so good at D&D. I don't understand.
Magda wins D&D. 24 points of damage.
It's like the Matrix for her. She just sees the code go by and she's like, nat 20 with this.
With max damage and a crit.
We're doing this the hard way. Murders.
Oh my word. Ugh. I thought this fight would go much differently. I think that's going to become my catchphrase. I thought this would go much differently. Olivia, you watch as Magda goes, "Guess we're doing this hard way," and blows a hole in one of his antlers, and a piece just falls off,
No.
hitting him in the side. He's now stuck on his own antlers and bleeding.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Okay. Where did he run off to? I can't see on the map.
Oh, then you can't see him. He ran.
Well, no,
he
I
flew
saw
to
him
the
run
south.
away.
Oh,
So, okay.
I got pulled.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
then,
still on top of him.
I know.
Then she'll run. Just quickly yells. He's pretty far away. Do you want me to get the other guy? Okay, I'll get the other guy.
Okay.
Starts to
Kill the
run.
deer.
Yeah, you guys can get the deer. I'll get this guy. Starts to run towards this guy,
Okay.
and she gets.
He's just standing there. He's not. Doesn't seem to be participating in the fight at all.
And then, she looks at him, and she's like holding the like wand and her sword. She's like, "You're not going anywhere."
Your wand's out of charges, by the way.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
Fair enough.
Like, come
Okay.
on.
He just looks at you, and he glances. His eyes like slide to you, and then go back to the battle. He seems to be more concerned with what's going on,
Alright.
with his friend.
Then, she'll just grab him.
Give me an athletics check with disadvantage. He's taken the dodge action.
Okay.
Oh.
13.
Oh,
That's
of course.
good. 7.
No.
So you reach out, you
Oh,
grab
no.
his arm.
Yep.
He slides out. He just sort of looks at you for a second. And he says, "I'm not part of this, unless you want me to be."
Well, if you do something, you're gonna be.
At the moment, if I do something, it's self-defense.
I'm not doing anything. We're just talking.
You're holding my arm. Let go of me, Caden.
Caden is going to he sheaths his sword and he starts running 30 feet towards
Your
the elk.
Hexblade's curse stands, by the way. It's still on him.
Yes. And as he's running, he pops 2 buttons from his chest, rips out 2 daggers, and is just two whipping of daggers at this,
Sure.
this beast.
That hits.
That is awesome. And I think, well, you know what? I don't think I actually added, but it should be adding a +2 to damage on that because of the Hexblade's curse. And that would be another 2 as well.
Okay. That hits as well. So, oops.
Total.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, he's looking pretty beat up.
And that's it.
All right, Clara.
I grab his head and cast sleep.
Oh. Doing the mantis thing on him here. Just
Yeah,
like,
he's down in
Roll
antlers.
the
I
dice.
just grab his head and cast sleep.
Roll the dice.
If he's in an elk form,
Yeah,
would it
and
be
he's
the
hurt.
elk? Would it be the elk's
Yeah,
HP?
5d8. 16.
Falls asleep. Falls
I
over
turn-
asleep.
Back to the druid, and I say, "We haven't killed him, her, whatever. I don't want to, but someone's got to pay for this. You can either leave, and we'll take this bloody albino antler if it's still around.
It's still hanging out by a thread.
Yeah, like I will grab it and just be like, we'll take this. You leave this forest, you never come back. You get her fixed. Him? This is confusing. I'm not good at this.
Give me a persuasion roll. Or intimidation, whatever one you're going for.
Oh, I also needed to.
Can I give my inspiration to Clara? Do you
No.
allow that with inspiration? Oh, okay. Some
Persuasion.
ru-
Eh?
16?
We'll go beyond the wall.
Perfect. And I rip the antler off.
Ripping
And
the
I
antler off wakes up the elk.
Oh, then I don't do. Oh, wait. Can I do a different thing? Can I grab the antler and cast wrist? No, can I cast wrist pocket as a ritual?
Huh?
I gotta look at
Sure,
the
you
text.
have time. He's asleep for a minute.
Yeah.
No,
second
wait, he's
level.
asleep until somebody wakes him up, right?
Yeah, but I
No,
just
it
don't,
lasts
like,
1 minute. No, lasts 1 minute.
yeah. So like I can flick my wrist, and as long as is it more than 5 pounds?
Mm-hmm. No, it's a giant fucking antler. Yes, this thing probably weighs 25 pounds.
Okay, then I can't do that. But I will take this antler if I can.
And
I
so
don't-
he walks over here, shakes off Olivia's arm.
Oh no, Olivia's just following angrily.
Okay.
Can I walk up to them as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
He says if you wake him up like this, if you wake her up like this, she's just going to attack you.
Then I won't do that.
You do it.
Just leave, and we'll leave the forest.
We need
We need
We need the
evidence.
antler as proof.
something as proof.
All right.
The antler is the best proof.
He reaches over and he casts Healing Word on. I think that's right. Right? Druids have Healing Word. If I'm
Yeah.
looking at the
Yep.
spell sheet, right?
Druids
yeah.
do.
So,
Yeah. He casts Healing Word as he pulls the antler off. You know, healing as he's doing it. And Caroline wakes up and he says something to her in Druidic. And she stumbles to her feet and kind of looks around, but he's standing like right in front of her. And he says, "It's over. It's over. We're done. We're gonna go find another place. Our own woods. You'll be fine." And Caroline sort of just nuzzles up against him. And then he hands you the antler and says, "We're done."
We're done.
Talk a word before you go. Just a word, nothing else.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to him and get right in his face and say, I don't make a habit of being a charitable woman. If I hear anything about people dying in these woods, about a giant elk coming after people, anything, I know your face. I know hers too. I will find you and I will end you permanently. Never come back. Is that clear?
Yeah.
All right.
The elk heals himself. And you watch as he begins to heal up a little bit over the course of this conversation, for a total of, let's do it for realistically, and he heals 4d8, 5d8, 24 hit points. And Doc swings up and they ride heading towards the gates, north. As they start to get out of sight, Doc just turns around and gives a wave.
So you stand here looking around. Any of the sign of any of the crows or anything?
The crows are flying in the air overhead, following them. You see also, as you sort of look around, slinking after them, 6 wolves. They don't seem to be following after the elk. They seem to be following after Doc. You get the sense that if you had forced him to fight, he would have had allies to call on.
So those wolves run after him, trying to kill him, right?
No,
got it.
no.
Got it.
One of them
Well
has
done,
a
Claire.
steak in his mouth.
They're holding knives and forks.
Yeah.
Holding a giant antler.
Yeah.
Heavy
Yeah, it
breed.
weighs 25 pounds.
I'll take that.
Yeah, Olivia seems a lot stronger suddenly.
Good job, Clara.
Yeah. You headed
That
that
was
off.
very
well.
impressive.
I want to go
you
home.
too.
What did I do?
Hauled down that bird.
Oh, that right. I think the rest. It was very impressive what everyone did here tonight.
I want to go home.
I think it's about time.
Let's go home.
Does Clara look really beat up still?
I'm beat up and like on the verge of tears.
Okay. Olivia kind of goes over to her, gives her a look, like, don't you fucking say anything, and just like puts an arm so like she can hold on, so she can walk more easily, and then just leaves.
I'm gonna
Tears.
follow behind and just like cry a little bit at that beautiful moment. Not gonna ruin it.
Full on crying now.
You guys make your way back to the campsite after you start to head into the woods and realize it's like 10 o'clock at night and you're not going to walk through the woods. The journey home is uneventful. You realize after waking up that there's no way you're carrying all of that meat. But you could carry some of it, you just couldn't carry all of it. So you pack
I got
100
5
pounds 100 pounds of meat between Olivia and Herd. And you begin your walk back home. It's uneventful. Do you stop by the town or do you just keep going?
Who were we supposed to deliver the proof to? Zara?
Zara Gleason.
Yeah. She has it right.
And she's
Back
in
in the city.
in
She's on the
Uganda.
edge of the city. Yeah.
There may
I think
not be any
unless we
reason
need
to go back to town.
Unless we need to stop there because it's nightfall and we need to sleep, I think we should just move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Yeah, it takes 3 days to get back, but you see the roads, the paved roads of Ujamaa coming into sight. The tall buildings, the trees are breaking away. You walk up the road, passing people who are heading out into the woods. They give you some strange looks because somebody's carrying a giant elk rack on their back. And you make your way to the house of the person who gave you permission to go and do this. I'm stalling to pull up that note.
Wait, are we going
Harry.
to Zara Gleason or are we going
Harry.
somewhere else?
Yeah, Gleason. You're heading to Gleason. I'm assuming, or are you going somewhere else?
I mean, if we're reporting that we've done the job, then Gleason.
Yeah.
That's up to you. Are you waiting to report, or are you going to just go straight and report to get your 2,000 gold?
I think we need to report. I can't think of a reason to stall.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. So you head in and make your way in to see Captain Zara Gleason. She is sitting behind her desk, and as you sort of work to get the antler horns through the door, you finally just have to lean it out against the wall.
Good
What do you guys
evening, Madam Gleason. The
Good
Rook sends
evening.
his regards. And your dear problem. is done.
Her eyes flick over everybody. The Rook, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes rest on Olivia for a long second. Tell me about it. And she sits back and steeples her fingers and
Well, so there was a white elk that lived there that the village was very fond of. Some hunters killed it. They decided to try to bring it back to life, and it turned into, well, a man-killing monster. We fought it, we killed it. Our guide and one other were caught in the battle and perished. We have its horns here as a trophy.
oh man. Give me I guess that'd be a deception check.
I would say performance, but
You would always say performance. You always pick performance. She's lying. That's deception.
by omission.
Oh.
Oh,
She's lying well, though.
yes.
Yeah.
There's
We've
no
had-
other way for Magda to lie.
Very true.
Okay.
Wow.
You'll write this
I
up in
will.
a report. She glances over at Olivia.
Yeah. Man, monster coming back from the dead, kind of my DMB shit. So
Yep. Yes, it is. She pulls out a stack of folders, effectively. She says, you guys are an interesting group of people. 1 second. Charlie, you... And she hands him a piece of paper. He leaves the room. That was an aide outside the door. Magda. Not a whole lot of information in our files about you. You've moved through some impressive circles.
I'm wondering how this is relevant.
It's relevant to me.
Seems like you already owe the Rook one favor. I'd
Yes.
like to collect my reward and move on.
Yes, that's what Charlie's collecting for you. My question, though, is do you work exclusively for the Rook?
Not yet.
Interesting. Clara, you were the mentee of a Kieran Gall.
Yes.
Note in his file says he's gone missing. You wouldn't happen to know where he's at, would you?
He is performing intense magical experiments outside the city.
All right.
True.
Do you know where?
Not
there's
exactly,
some people
but I
trying
can-
to reach him.
I can get in contact with him.
Please do. There's some cracks growing in the walls, and his expertise when it comes to time and transmutation magic would be greatly desired.
Yes, he was working on that project.
What? My data must be out of date then. Can you have him report to the wall as soon as possible?
I'm sure that as soon as he gets what he needs, he will be there post haste.
Do you know what he needs? Because maybe we can help him with that. All resources are being
Absolutely.
diverted.
Yes. To finish his experiment, he needs azurite powder.
I suppose that could make sense. How much?
Did he tell me how much? Hold on.
No.
Azurite powder. Problem book. Sorry, looking back at my other notes.
It's just crushed azurite powder. He didn't give you a dimension. It's just for the size of the circle. So
For the whole circle?
yeah, for the whole circle.
The circle was 40 feet around?
Yeah,
I know there's math to do this, but
sure.
Clara knows it.
Clara knows.
I know. Yes, Clara knows. She does the
Yeah,
calculation
so
in her
probably
head
about
and
3,000
says that.
gold worth of azurite powder.
I say that. Deadpan.
Mm. That's a lot.
He is doing important work. It can help with the wall.
Okay. I'll start gathering that. It's going to take a day or two to get that much. But we're going to need to talk to him before we can put some other people to help him with his work.
I can get you any of his answers. Tell me your questions.
well-
I'll get them to him.
We just need to get a location. We'll send some people to him. Where is he at?
He is working on very delicate magical experiments. Your people would not be able to.
We have literally the best wizards in the world. The sages are participating.
And yet you need time magic that we are studying.
All right. I'll give you a little leeway here. You seem to be successful so far. Take a couple days.
I can
While
ask
she's
him
talking,
questions and bring answers to you. I'm more than happy to do that.
I'm not part of that crew. It'd be the wizards that are dealing with it. So, when you come to get your powder, there might be some
That's fine.
While she's talking, Charlie returns with a chest. Your gold. 200 platinum. That's not right. That's 20,000 gold.
We'll take
We'll
it.
take it.
No, yeah, we got it.
That will do just fine.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, 2,000 gold divided by 10 is 200. It is 200 platinum.
Math.
Hey, calculator on the computer. Before you go, Olivia, I'd like to have a word with you alone.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Yep.
If there's nothing else, she looks at the rest of you.
I don't believe so.
Tell
Thank you
the
for your
rook. Tell the rook his favor is owed. I owe him a favor. That came out wrong. I got the message.
Understood. Pass it along.
A word with Olivia alone, please.
Yeah, let's step out.
Book it.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast guidance on her and head out.
We
Pat on the
abandoned you,
shoulder.
Olivia.
Does that have verbal components to it?
Yeah. Good luck in there.
Oh wait, no, I'm not.
You're gonna do just fine, kid.
Okay. All right. She stands up and she shuts the door behind you. From where you're at outside the door, you can't hear anything more than a murmur of words.
Is this the scene where we
Um,
all take off our headphones?
This is the scene where you all take off your headphones.
Oh, I don't know. Okay,
Olivia.
Well, he stands real straight and kind of gets into like position, hands.
She opens a folder on her desk. You have been in the watch for 5 years, it looks like,
Yes, ma'am.
but haven't advanced past private first class.
Yes,
Why
ma'am.
is that?
Permission to speak frankly.
Sure.
People are fucked around here. Like everyone's just in it for themselves. Like I'm working my ass off, but you can only get so far.
Do you think that's how the watch should be run?
Well, no. We need to protect people. That's the point of the watch, and money isn't going to protect people.
So if you had a chance to do something about it, would you?
Yes, absolutely.
I am creating a unit. It's sort of an internal affairs unit. There has been a series of mishandling of cases. Most recently, one involving your friend Hurdler. He was let go on a charge that he shouldn't have been let go on. I'm assuming some money changed hand or something. There has been a high-level amount of corruption that's sunk into the watch. And up to this point, I haven't gotten anyone's attention in regards to it. But given the number of people we're sending to the wall, it's a good time to clean out the corruption. So I'm creating a very special unit for internal affairs to work from the inside out. Your friends there, Caden and Magda, seem to have roots with the Rook. And you seem to be doing some work with the Rook as well. Are you part of the problem, or is this just a good payout?
Good payout, ma'am.
How would you like to be on my small team of people? You would be independent and report only to me. Well, not only to me. You would have one person above you. There's only three. It'd be you, a man by the name of Samuel, and a Kenku, his partner. I would like you to continue doing whatever it is you're doing and get in the Rook's good graces. Anything short of murder, you would have carte blanche.
You
But
want me to be an undercover criminal, ma'am?
well, only if it's required. You don't have to. But we are trying to figure out something that we can arrest. I am trying to figure out something I can arrest the Rook on that would stick to the point that his organization would actually crumble. He is the poison that's poisoning. His people get away with literal murder, and if we can take him down, we can begin to clean out the actual inside of the watch as well. So your two friends, or not your two friends, but the other two are members of the organization, are going to be working from the inside of the watch, finding those who are taking bribes and willing to be assuaged for more power. And you, I would like to see if... Don't tell your friends about this. They can know nothing. That big one doesn't look like he lies very well.
You say that they're working from the watch, but if I don't tell them what I'm doing, how will they know what the mission is?
No, you're the Samuel, and
Oh, okay.
they're working from the watch side. You work from the other side.
I see. I report to them?
You can talk to them as trusted, but there'd be nobody else. Me and them.
You said there's one other person above me.
Yes, it's Samuel could be considered above you. However, your rank is an issue. Not hard to get stuff done when you're private first class, isn't it?
It isn't. It is difficult, ma'am.
So, let me put it to you frankly. If you take this position, and we pull this off, you can name your reward in the military or outside of it. You'd be able to be promoted whatever rank you wanted, or set up with a wealthy and a load of money. Really, whatever drives your boat. If you use this position to forward yourself, rob, steal, whatever, because you can, to get in with good with the Rook, and you aren't helping me, then I'll just take you down with everybody else. So
That's
it's up to you
understandable.
when you want. This isn't an order. You don't have to take this job. I'm asking if you want to take this job.
Ma'am, I think it's about time something like this happened in the watch, and I commend you for putting this team together and coming up with the idea, and I very much respect you, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to work with you. And
All right.
I accept.
She slides some papers across the desk. Very well, Corporal Olivia. Welcome to the team. Right now, just do what you're doing and feed us information. And if you find something that you think murder won't stick with the Rook, he's too powerful. Need something more, something treasonous.
Okay. Is
Keep your eyes open.
Is there information in here for how to get in contact with my new allies?
There's no. You're gonna have to memorize this. They'll meet with you over the next couple of days, and they'll set up drop points and things like that. You can work with them. Sending spells or message spells or things like that would also probably be a good way to go.
I'll have
For
to.
right now, I'd imagine there's not a whole lot to talk about at the moment, but this is just the beginning.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Is that all, ma'am?
That'll be all. Sign here so you get your pay raise.
Yep. Yes. She kind of walks up.
She pulls out. You prefer a longsword? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
She reaches over and she hands you a new sword with your new rank. The hilt designating that you're now corporal. So the only person in your chain of command, your old chain of command that ranks above you, is the sergeant. You are probably the highest person you know inside of your old chain of command, outside of the people who run everything. Normally you would have 15, 20, 30 soldiers underneath you.
Okay. Is there anything that I need to do within the watch to explain this?
Nope,
promotion?
you're now my direct aide.
Okay.
And my aides require a rank that makes it so people pay attention. So as far as I'm concerned, that'll be your job, and you can use my name a little bit, but try not to throw it around too much because we are running a covert operation, and I don't want to have to explain things I don't know what you're doing.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry to ask for something after you've given me so much, but within the fight with the elk, I kind of ruined my armor and my uniform. Am I able to get a new set?
Oh, yeah, just take it down to the armory. They'll pick you up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. She reaches over to shake your hand.
Yep. Shake.
Dismissed.
Thank you. Ma'am. She grabs her stuff. Oh, man.
Olivia walks out of the room. Oh, let's wait for everyone. Olivia walks out of the room. Give me perception checks, everybody.
Oh boy.
Ooh, so good
Should
at
I make a...
Not you.
Ooh, her!
I've got my ear like against the door listening.
Yeah.
I don't.
Heard, you are the first one to notice that she has a new sword designating her rank. She has gotten 2 promotions. She is now a corporal.
Olivia's hands